nicely.
Caleb Banks' first shot off the mark, and a transition three opportunity just a little bit off for Jaden Ross off the Yukon.
The whole possession for DePaul. CJ Gunn in the passing lane, pressure on the basketball.
Blocker, the step back three.
Court.
And Macklin with another steal for DePaul. Brandon Macklin making an impact as he takes it the other way.
But Chris Holtman said Macklin, great energy, and brings that energy every day in practice.
You see the tape on his right shoulder as Alex Caravan buries the three for UConn. Two teams right now as Malachi Smith has checked in for UConn. And look at this. It's a deja vu play for Brandon Macklin, another steal. DePaul has one win all time against UConn, and look at both teams hitting the deck and still scrapping for the loose ball. R.J. Smith, Cruz McClure, the freshman, drains the three.
Another X factor.
Malachi Smith, a paint touch, and the dish to Ryba, who rises and is fouled by C.J. Gunn, and that's Gunn's second. And Smith hits the deck. The ball picked up by Malachi Smith. Too high off glass. Cleanup opportunity, no. But Ross. Smith calls his own number wide left. Ryba is whistled for a foul. Not everyone in this game.
At the same time, UConn's missed some easy shots.
Cruz McClure gets blocked underneath by Terrace Reed. It stays with DePaul.
Handling, try and remedy those turnover woes.
Layden blocker gets inside and puts it in over Demery. Reed. Out of bounds, it stays with UConn.
Layden blockers just got to read and react. No help comes.
DePaul has stood up to the test. No look pass from Smith to Reed. He draws the foul and is going to the line. Out of the lineup this afternoon. Here's Braylon Mullins, Rainbow too strong, and Stewart on a recycled play by UConn. Offensive rebound.
Blocker work of the offense a little bit more.
Demery rolls in a tray.
The one area that he struggled a little bit, only 3 of 15.
With a burst, too strong on the reverse, and Gunn with the backside pressure. It's out of bounds and stays with UConn.
And make big shots.
Caravan on the bench right now for UConn. C.J. Gunn, DePaul's leading scorer, had been scoreless until that bucket.
That's his
season for DePaul. He was a partial point guard last season on the team. He finds C.J. Gunn, and that one dives and rolls through the cylinder. Ross, a 3-and-D guy. The three ball short, but Reed having an impact on the glass. Stewart over Benson.
Demery did a good job, set his feet. He could have forced.
DePaul fans asking for missed foul calls and travels and the like. Eventually a foul called against DePaul. And just outside of Columbus, Ohio, Chris Holtman's old stomping grounds. Alley-oop to Flores. It's denied by Ross. There's Ross making a play up. Jaden Ross puts his head down and lands a tough floater.
It's just all that activity, all that screening away from the ball. What it does is at that 5 spot. Look out.
Reed passed up on the alley-oop try, but great footwork and finish.
And good job by Reed, understanding it wasn't.
McClure trying to change that. Uses the glass expertly.
That was pretty. Time to create a crowd as well.
Here's Smith, the floater from 15 feet. UConn, the two-time national champion. He's got it now and lands it.
But Caravan, if we get another curl for Caravan, he go under it, now he bump fades it. I mean, just ridiculous, Chris. I mean, this guy, he curls one, so you get concerned, so you go under the screen.
Miljasevic, the guy who blocked that shot, and a foul called on UConn. Smith misses the three. Demery Jr. with 6, and he takes a hard fall in the lane. That's exactly what DePaul does. Blocker inside the arc, hits the floater. Just like they drew it up. And it's 30. Terrace Reed Jr. Up it goes.
Yeah, that's just too deep a position. If Reed
inside to Caravan all alone.
There's that action where you put pressure on the communicator.
4 points on 4 shots. Low totals in either category. He finds Benson here. Reed out to Caravan. No dribble. And another drain 3. That includes 3 triples. Blocker looking for Benson, and he finds him. Benson with his second jam of the day. Gets inside and underneath. Now Reed with 1. It did not hit the rim. A shot clock violation.
I think Chris Holtman would like to see Gunn attack more off the bounce.
Smith, the finger roll.
See how he just hesitated for a second and froze.
Caravan blocked by Caleb Banks. What a reverse by Jalen Stewart. 4 to shoot for Brandon Macklin. Macklin, a lot of contact and a foul called underneath. Big East games last season. Broke a 39-game conference losing streak as Caravan sticks with it.
By the way, it's good to see Silas Demery.
The big shot-making resume, too. Blocker.
Needed it. Again, you gotta find. There's a little pin back down for Caravan.
Caravan floater, and a foul called on DePaul.
Some shooting helps, but the X's and the O's have really elevated.
That's a travel on C.J. Gunn. It also helps when you have a lucky team.
Just baptism by 5.
Blocker off the rim. And McClure fighting for the rebound, and he wins it. It's out of bounds.
This thing.
This is Blocker, and he traveled. I thought one thing that was really interesting as what a pass to Jaden Ross, who rocks the rim on the dime from Demery.
Just to his players, because he knows that's where they're going to see him.
Ross is fouled by Fabian Flores. Is tripped, and that's a foul on Yukon. It's on Ryba. His teams by average height in the Big East. Gunn rises and fires. Only Creighton is taller. Demery calls his own number and hits.
Good.
8 dimes for Demery today, and Mullins whistled for the foul for Yukon, his second. DePaul got her. Accidentally dropped it off to Gunn. Here's R.J. Smith for 3, and DePaul makes something out of nothing there.
A mistake ends up being a block.
Back on the floor for DePaul. Hands off to Blocker.
Man.
Yukon ball.
Just
Out. Demery for 3. Rebound Reed. Soft touch.
but when you run good offense, you're in offensive rebounding position.
Here's playing with fouls, including Brandon Macklin, who's got 4. But on second effort, he lands it and is going to the free throw line.
Bring the positivity. Matter a lot.
Demery, tough, and he's flexing for good reason. Jay Smith for 3. In and out. Benson the rebound over Demery, and he's stripped underneath. Yukon ball.
One more
Jay Gunn with 5 on the shot clock. Only he can hit that shot.
Yeah. I was just going to say, man, good defense, but better offense.
That's a foul on C.J. Gunn, and he's out of here.
UConn lost to the eventual national champs in the second round of the tournament, Florida Gators.
There's Caleb Banks with a bucket and a foul. Banks a play on him. Played in blocker through traffic. Gorgeous play.
We got it to 10. Now timeout, Chris Holtman.
Reed. Oh, he got it off glass at the horn.
That might be the possession that seals it.
Mullins corner pocket. 4-3.
I like it. You get an open look. Sometimes
these teams will have a 10-day holiday break before the meat of conference play resumes on New Year's Eve. And it's been a quiet start to the game. Almost his third three in about as many minutes. Benson crashes the glass but couldn't stuff home the miss by block. Mullins stepped out of bounds right in front of his own bench. This would make for a good YouTube. This is Alec Millender on the dribble for UConn. His sister was a standout at DePaul and is now an assistant coach. So Millender, and his is the final UConn bucket of the game. It's an 18-point win for the Huskies. They improved to 12-1. 2-0 is being received like he hit the game-winning shot.
That's great, isn't it?
Look at Alex Karaban's